Yeah, it's a good win going into Christmas. We needed a win like that. I thought for 36 minutes we played really good basketball. Obviously start the second half wasn't what we wanted, but thought we responded pretty well after the poor start to the half. Season high in assists. We told our guys we want them to play for each other, get the ball moving, really make sure that they're playing unselfish basketball. I thought Estrada really led the way in doing that. Almost had a triple-double with, I think he had 12, 8, and 7. So I thought that was his best overall game he's probably played here. He's had better scoring games, but just how he managed the floor, rebounded, 7 assists to 2 turnovers we thought was great. Mark had 5 assists and no turnovers. Not one of his better shooting nights by for sure. But I thought, both those guys, our point guards, kind of got the ball moving and took care of it. So happy with the win going into Christmas. Be nice after Christmas if we could put 40 minutes together, but we'll take 36 after the 3-game stretch we had.
You mentioned those 4 minutes come out of the half. Just what was your message when you weren't pleased with the team?
Yeah, I we can't do this. We've been one of the best teams in the country for large parts of most games, and then we just have stretches where we just fall apart and lose everything we built up for 28, 32, 24 minutes, whatever it is. Like I said, our last 4 losses, we've all had a 6-point or better lead against 4 of the best teams, 4 top 10 teams in the country. And our winning percentage at one point in the second half in all those games is over 75%. So I'd like to see us come out with some fire, some leadership, make sure that we're coming out, the players are leading to make sure our intensity's there, and doesn't necessarily have to come from the coaching staff. So they figured it out. I didn't think we had it out of the second half. Didn't think we had it even after I got the tee, but then they eventually figured it out.
Yeah, you were talking about Ryland's defense yesterday and praising that, but then he had a really nice night offensively. What do you think of his efforts tonight and what he did, especially from deep?
It was great. I thought, he's been about the right stuff the whole year. He's been our best perimeter defender. Other team, as a guy get hot, he always says, put me on him, I got him. Moreno gets hot. Ryland did give up the 1-3. I think it was Moreno's 4-3, and Ryland screwed up that one. And then after that, we tried to put Ryland on him. I thought he had a really good start to the second half, Moreno, and I thought we did a pretty good job after we kind of just told Ryland, quit switching. Ryland's going to just stay on him and try to shut him down between him and Trelly. I thought they did a good job. But it was great to see Ryland, have the ball drop. We know how good he can shoot it. I think he's probably hasn't shot as well as he would have liked because how well he can shoot it. So that little stretch there in the first half when we were opening things up and he had a few straight, it was great to see him kind of get his confidence going there.
How important was it for this team to have a good 3-point shooting day after the previous games where they just weren't falling?
Yeah, I thought it was really important. Obviously Eastern Kentucky's 3-point percentage defense hasn't been good, but you still have to make them. They're not layups. You have to make the shots. They're not guaranteed to go in even if you're wide open. So I thought it was good that we had the kind of shooting night we had. I thought it was good guys that maybe hadn't made a ton in the past, like Ryland. Cosby and Ryland went, what a combined 9 of 15. It's nice those 2 guys who hadn't been, 2 of our better shooters maybe kind of got it going. Sam had another great shooting night, even if it was on low reps. I mean, you look at the number of guys that shot 50% or better. It was Grant, who had struggled last game, goes 2 of 3, and Grant, Ryland, Reitzel, Sam, Davin, to have that many guys shoot at least 50% is nice. Teams can't just focus on Sears or just Estrada or, Sam or whatever. We got a lot of other guys that can make threes too.
Davin Cosby played a really efficient 19 minutes. Is there a possibility that we see more of him down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, his issue hasn't been his shooting. We know when he can shoot. his issue's been his defense as to why he hasn't been able to play as much. And, you know, I thought he's been working hard to get his defense better. He's got to continue to work hard. You know, so we tell these guys, like, offensively, we've been the number one offense in the country for almost 2 months now, if not over. So we're not looking for guys to help our offense. That hasn't been the issue. Our offense has been good enough to beat everybody we played. It's defense has been the issue. So if you haven't proven yourself to be one of our better defenders in practice, you're probably not going to get the shot to play in the game. Davin's working hard. He's been giving an effort in practice. He's doing better. He obviously showed he can shoot it. We have a lot of guys that can shoot it. So, again, who can separate themselves from the pack defensively? We've really only had one guy, in my opinion, do that. That's Rylan Griffin. So that's why, despite some poor shooting performances out of him, his minutes stay pretty consistent because he's been our best perimeter defender. All right, you guys have a good Christmas.